Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Speedgaming Live 2023 Super Metroid 100% Tournament. My name is Dark Zoa, if I can find out how to speak again, and I am joined by Eden8. Eden8, how are you doing today?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic, Zoa. This is gonna be a great race. We have two excellent 100% runners here. We have Gebbu on the left, who is currently second seed in the tournament, and we have MGA, or MrGuyAverage, on the right, who is currently 7th seed. So this is gonna be really cool.
Yeah, and to make matters even better, Gebbu with his PB being 113.12, and a qualifier average of 113.35. That's only like 23 seconds off of his PB, his average. So he's been playing really consistently. MrGuyAverage as well, PB of 115.40 and a qualifier average of 116.21. So that's only 41 seconds off of his PB. So hopefully we get some really solid times out of both runners. The winner of this race will go on to face either Behemoth, Static Shock, or Real Cutie. There's a couple of matches in there, so there's going to be a delay off of the next round, this being a round 3 match. So loser gets knocked down to the lower bracket, and that one's way off, so we don't really have any idea what the forecast is for that match. But you can check the schedule right there in chat.
Yeah, I can't believe a Super Metroid tournament would maybe be a little bit delayed. I can't believe this would ever happen. So,
hey, our organizers are working really hard, and we thank them for that. No
just
shade.
hashtag blame the runners for not doing their matches. I'm joking, of course. I'm sure everyone is scheduling up and trying to do everything in a timely manner, but it's just funny to me. I don't think I've ever known a tournament to be like completed within the scheduled time frame.
Nah, this one actually seems like it's moving along pretty quick, in the upper bracket at least. The lower bracket hasn't moved quite as much, but Gebbu finishing up series as the winner of series for this race, 46.70, so really solid series time.
Yeah, I mean, clearly series is the most important part of the run, so Gebbu is just gonna win this race now. Smile. That's how it works, right, Zoa?
I hope not. I hope not. Hoping for no foregone conclusions. Our runners are both very high tier, so really it's anyone's race. MGA is just a prolific runner of categories and ROM hacks. He's got times posted in 45 different categories for SM Vanilla, and 24 SM ROM hacks. So, and that's just the SM stuff. He runs other games as well, so just all over the place with it, MrGuyAverage.
Yeah, MGA is also like a good runner in a category we like to call MAPO, or map completion. He's one of the top runners for that, and that will definitely help him out a little in 100%, because a lot of the movement is similar. Like you essentially have the same loadout, because of course, like in MAPO, like you won't necessarily pick up every item in MAPO. But you'll have very similar equipment, so yeah, he'll be more than used to doing these runs with the ammo and stuff.
Yeah, MJ actually runs a lot of different Hundo-esque categories, if you will. Mappo, True Completion, Hundo, Dashless Hundo.
Not
if you want to see something really weird, go check that out. But as OmniGazer says, it's coming. MJ also has one of the best GT Classic times with boots, so go check that out as well.
Yeah, MJ is just a really cool runner. And so is Gebbu. Like, I'm gonna be really honest. Like, for the longest time, I didn't really know about Gebbu. Like, I don't think it was until like last year and like the tournaments we had last year, and I saw Gebbu and I was like, damn, this guy like is crazy. And he very recently had the world record in Hundo, I believe. Obviously, it's kind of been taken away. But yeah, Gebbu is a really solid guy. Just seems to like enjoy running 100%.
Yeah, Gebbu only, as far as I know, has only run any percent in Hundo, but he's just ground both of those categories down to just insane levels. 8th place in any percent and 4th place right now in Hundo. So just a phenomenal runner on that side. I'm looking forward to see. He seems like he has no intention of stopping. He was doing it, grinding it right before the tournament was even announced. He's been doing it for a while, and I imagine he's going for that 112 at this point.
Absolutely, he could definitely do it. In those BT fights, MGA kind of like messed up a little. Well, I don't know if he messed up. I think it was more the RNG that he got that was like basically slowing him down. So he's a little bit more behind than he was before. Obviously, it doesn't look too much now, but you would be like insanely surprised how much like difference there is in like 100%. Like these runners like grind these rooms like to the bone. Like, you know, like MGA has one of the most crazy room times you've ever seen on the Gebbu sheets. And yeah, 100% definitely requires that precision, because otherwise it's just gonna stack up and up and up until like this insane amount of time loss, and before you know it, you're like 2 minutes behind. Like, Hundo is like really unforgiving, and a lot of people don't realize that, because you'd think, oh, it's fine, Eden, they're just getting all the items. But yeah, it's very complicated. There's a lot of thought that goes into all these rooms. And obviously all the really cool later ones, we'll see some really sick strats.
Yeah, long format hat runs like this are just death by 1,000 cuts. All of the little mistakes add up, and just compound interest over time. So we'll see where that takes our runners today. Fingers crossed. Nothing big. If we can see no big mistakes, then both of our runners will be putting down some really sick times, because their fundamentals are just really great on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll see more of this later, so I won't elaborate on too much, but I believe Gebbu does late crook, right?
He does. Definitely does.
You're gonna see like some really cool strategies on MGA's side, because he does early crook, and he does some really cool grapple beam strategies that, like, you know, that you obviously wouldn't do in a late crop because you don't have the grapple beam. So that's definitely something to look forward to.
Yeah, that's our Mr. Grapple aficionado there. So tons of really cool grapple strats. I don't know why he uses it like that, but it's kind of neat. I think it's intended for farming, specifically in the room before Ridley's, where it's really good. But our runners are awesome, and they won't have any problems with resources by the time they get there, so probably not even going to bother with that.
Yeah, it just opens it up to a few more like movement options, I suppose, in different rooms. Like, I can't really name them off the top of my head because I'm bad, but you can really see it in like even like the room after Croc, when you have to get the Indiana Jones missiles and they like use the flying enemies. Like, I just find that so cool.
Yeah, Indiana Jones is a great example. Another is Attic, using grappling those sparks to force you down into the ground. There's a lot of subtle places where it's used to grab drops or open doors, because the grapple beam travels faster than your normal beam or your missiles do. So
yeah, I think I have seen runners like open like doors with grapple beam before, just because that's, you know, they've had like, you know, maybe power bombs selected or like supers, and then they just like press like the item select and oh look, there's grapple beam, why not open that blue door? So it kind of like, yeah, like you said, because you don't have to like fire the beam shot and stuff like that, it's like, you know, it's just handy to have.
Yeah. Also, doors that tend to be like just off screen can be opened quite a bit sooner with that grapple beam. So that's a really big one in like the Lower Norfair escape going into the Spring Ball maze rooms. That door is kind of a pain to get open and get a run straight through, and grapple can make that a lot easier.
Yeah,
So
like
our runners go into setup for crate now. Neither one of them getting early power bombs, so we'll have to revisit up here later in the run.
yeah, and more importantly, none of them getting absolutely bozoed in party zone like I would absolutely would. Like, just those green key hunters, they're so mean. That they were literally put there by the devs just to like make me die in any percent runs, I swear.
They are a little bit brutal damage-wise to put there when you're expected to have one. Yeah, I think you would be expected to have one, maybe two at the most E-tanks and no Varia suit.
Yeah, I think it would be two because the intended way is to go down to high jump boots.
Oh right, yeah. That is true. So you would have two and probably full health at that point, but still, follow that up with Mini Kraid. You don't have Varia and you take a hit from Mini Kraid's body, and that is a massive amount of damage. I think most any runner that's run long enough has died to Mini Kraid, and just it's a facepalm moment.
I don't think I have died to Mini Kraid before.
I don't believe you.
Look, I don't have that many hours in this game, alright.
That's fair, I guess.
Well, you think I'm spending my entire day playing Super Metroid? Pff, get out of here.
Isn't that why we're all here?
Yeah, if you don't at least spend 24 hours of your day playing Super Metroid, are you even really a Super Metroid fan? Anyway.
I think we'll have to get chat's opinion on that one.
Yep,
Anyway, we're
absolutely.
moving on to Upper Norfair. Both runners had good clean Kraid quick kills. So this is the part of the run where we're going to see three of the most important movement items in this and many other runs for that matter collected, and things start heating up and getting a little bit quicker.
Oh, I see what you did there. You said heating up because we're in the Upper Norfair.
Pun not intended, but I'll take it.
Wow, I can't believe you did not intend that pun.
Oh, I feel bad for it, to be honest. But yeah, we're gonna grab the high jump boots, the speed booster, and the wave beam, and then as an added bonus, because this is Hundo, we said earlier that Gebbu will be running late Croc, so Ice Beam, and MrGuyAverage running early Croc, so Grapple, and that'll come in later. What the difference is for that.
Yeah, groundbreakingly, I do early Croc and early Ice in my 100% runs because I suck at getting up Red Tower without the Ice Beam.
Hey, no shade. Red Tower is a pain.
Red Tower is the true worst room in the game.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like MGA would probably disagree with that. He has put a lot of time into grinding that room, just that room by itself.
Yeah, that's why
he's gotten some amazing room times in it.
Yeah, my Red Tower off the top of my head is probably like 24 seconds. It's really tragic.
I'm not even
gonna
begin to
Ice
guess
Beam.
mine.
Most people can do Red Tower in like 14 seconds. It's in probably less than that, actually. Alright, we're coming up to one of the most useful items in a Super Metroid speedrun. It's the speed booster! It literally makes you go faster. How cool is that?
Yeah, this particular item integral to so many tricks and setups and just useful everywhere in like every run except for why would you ever run low percent?
What? Okay, you could run low percent speed, but why would you want to?
Because it's I don't know, it's not faster. It makes no sense. It's got speed in it.
It should be faster because you get the speed booster. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Speed booster is gonna be really useful, particularly at the gauntlet section. I love seeing the gauntlet strats. I can't do the wraparound shot that you do, but I love seeing runners do that.
Yeah. There's a few different wraparound shots that I really like to see in this run. You've got that one. There's one at Croc that you won't see on Gebbu's side, but it is kind of important for MGA to get. One of my favorite techs coming up here in just a couple of rooms on MGA's side. I think Gebbu might go for it too. Yeah, spread my cheeks. Throwing that bomb. That is a frame perfect. Yeah, another one. Spread my cheeks. Number 2. This is the highlight of my whole weekend. Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a
sorry.
frame perfect morph. Sorry. Yeah, you have to force the game to because you're not supposed to be able to do that in midair. You trick the game by pressing down and then doing a turnaround while aiming down, and then you can frame perfect morph at the last frame of that turnaround to get that.
Sick. I was just gonna say, oh, that's like definitely soundbite of the weekend. It's just you saying, "Spread my cheeks" really, really loud. Be great stuff a lot.
Yeah, fun fact, I actually invited my boss to watch one of these in the qualifiers, I think, and when he tuned in, that was the first thing that he heard me say, in reference to MGA, of course. So, thanks MGA for all the good, the fun moments this tournament.
Alright, speaking of wraparound shots, here it is. I can't tell if he got it or not, because I don't listen to the audio. He might have gotten it.
He probably did. Considering he didn't try it again, so he should have at least 2 tries on that. And he went for it pretty quickly, so I'm guessing he did. Nice show off, temp blues.
Yeah, MGA he's a show off, man. Look at this. Alright, so as cool as it is to see 2 different 100% routes from like both runners, we will not know like who was ahead, who was behind until like way later in the run. So yeah, kind of annoying, but it's fine.
Yeah, the sync up isn't until X-ray, and almost everything is done by that point. We should start to see where the gap has opened up by the time Gebbu gets to Crocomire is usually what I'm looking for on the late Croc side. Specifically cleaning up Crocomire, the area where MrGuyAverage is at right now. So far, this has been an awesome race. Neither one of our runners have made any big mistakes. All fairly clean.
Hold on, don't say that before like Spiky Room of Death in Ret Ship, because if I see a death there, I'm gonna be really upset.
You can blame me. Everyone in chat can blame me. But it's not gonna happen. I have every bit of faith in both of these runners.
Yeah, it's much more likely to see it on Gebbu's side. Not that I'm cursing Gebbu, it's just he's got one less E-temp because he didn't do early Croc. I've also died in this room that MJ's in, the cosine room before. I think I've died in it at least 3 times. It's actually because you can get stuck like down in the acid if you do like the deboost wrong, and yeah, it just messes me up, man.
Alright, so Gebbu setting up for this ocean fly. I
Yeah.
think that looks good.
It should be. Isn't it harder with a beam shot like that, or is it better because it's Spazer?
Personally, I'm not really sure that it is harder with any. I think it's just a preference thing on what you're used to. I do seem to see pretty much everyone does it with the charge shot these days.
Yeah, because I know I feel like traditionally I see it done with a missile, but I didn't. But I thought it was because like the missile, like the hitbox is slightly better or something. I don't know. I don't want to make things up on the fly.
As far as I know, it's the speed of the projectile. So super missiles travel the fastest. Missiles go slow at first and then accelerate, so that might give you a little bit more window depending on how you've set up the jump. But the
Right.
jump has a big thing to do with it as well.
But yeah, we're definitely gonna see more of a divergence between the runners. Obviously, we can't tell, but if Gebbu gets a good pattern from Fantoon, this doesn't look good so far. I think that
All right,
was
we got a mid.
Mid's okay as long as this other one's also a mid and not a slow. It's a slow. Alright, mid slow from Gebbu at least. Nice.
Very nice, clean Fantoon kill.
Definitely.
Love to see that.
Yeah, so if MGA gets like a fast or a fast mid or something like that, then the kind of the time difference we saw before, the gap could definitely be closed from there.
Yeah, absolutely. I would venture to say that there was maybe 10-15 seconds between them when they diverged.
Yeah, maybe.
At most. I may be even overestimating that. It probably hasn't opened up too terribly much.
Yeah, because I don't know if a fast would save 15 seconds over a mid slow. I'm not really sure what the timings are.
Fast does save a significant amount, but I wouldn't know the exact ones either. MGA having a little bit of trouble with those side hoppers in the beta power bombs room. So gonna lose a little bit of time there, but didn't look like it was too terrible.
Yeah, alright. So on Gebbu's screen, we're coming up to that spiky room of death that I was on about before. We call it that because it's very spiky and it's filled with death. So yeah, 125, not awful, just, yeah, needs to be careful. Excellent, look at that.
Yeah, that was...
Didn't pull an Edenate, that's always good.
Yeah, that was really good. Playing it safe overall, not the optimal strat to get through there, but made it through real quick. So love to see that. And Gebbu is going to be safe.
Pod, yeah. Depending on the drops MGA gets from Fantoon, he should be okay as well. Like 196. So if he just kind of stays around there, he should be fine.
So one of my favorite sections coming up on Gebbu's side of really almost any run, not so much like PRKD, but KPDR for sure, and any other run that goes through this area, the attic. I think Gebbu's gonna pull ballistics. I think that's what we'll see in just a second. That looks like the right setup for it. Very nice. That missed the key hunter at the end, but that very first part is really tricky. It's a frame perfect It's got a really good visual cue, but it's a frame perfect super shot to hit both the atomic and the key hunter in the top right at the same time with the same super. So really sick strats.
Yeah, there's so many cool attic strats as well. Like obviously the spark is slower, but that's what I do. I do the spark. People like hold the blue suit at the end as well. Like there's so many different and interesting ways to do it. But yeah.
All right.
Uh-oh.
No.
Okay,
MGA. Yeah, MGA got flame lamed on his first X Factor, and I guess it took out more of his particles than he accounted for. So he's gonna have an enrage. That is a lot of time loss. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because he literally
One missile. Oh, one missile.
Yeah, I think he literally got like a mid fast as well.
Yeah. It was definitely a mid on the first one. I didn't see what the second one was.
Yeah, I assumed it was a fast because I was like, oh, well, if it wasn't a fast, I feel like the animation would be still going. Yeah, MGA not in the best circumstances right now with like that super count. Obviously, he's gonna have like more supers to pick up in a second. But it could be better overall.
Has great health though. So Spiky Room of Death, knock on wood, shouldn't be a problem. Gebbu, you saw him doing a little dance in the spikes there and shooting beams into the ground. That's a robot flush that I'm pretty sure I heard the second one. I didn't hear whether or not he got the first one.
Yeah, don't
so we'll
ask
see
me.
that in a second. Looks good.
Oh,
Very
wow.
nice. So, MrGuyAverage not going to be able to do that strat since he turned off Spazer in favor of X Factor strats on Fantoon. So, probably going to see a different variation of getting through bowling. Looks like a really good...
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Look at that.
all the way. And that's that,
Yeah.
that optimal Spiky Room of Death entrance that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, so that did like 100 damage to MGA, whereas the one that Gebbu did, I think he might have saved like maybe 20 or 30 energy or something. I can't really remember, but yeah. It's also really fascinating how you learn so many strats in this game, and then like you can kind of choose which ones you go for, like to do like a safer or backup strat, because like depending on your resources, like it's such like a dynamic thing that like you don't tend to think about very often.
Yeah, it's one of those things that can really separate the mid tier from the high tier, and even the low tier from the mid tier runners, is just being able to quickly recover from anything that happens, having done it enough times to just know what to do next.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why, but when I'm doing speedruns, my head is like just empty. Like I can like know like, oh, I need to do this next, but I don't think about the inputs. I'm just like, I'm gonna do this now. It's probably why I've got a 56.
No worries, I've only got a 54. MGA had a really sick... I haven't done 80% in years, I don't want to. But yeah, MGA had a really sick attic. Getting through those pirates very nicely. Gebbu setting up for... Oh, didn't quite make it. There's a backup that he can do.
A makeup Somerset Master?
There's a couple of different backups. It looks like he went for one,
Oh,
and he got it!
That.
Very sick.
See, chat, this is why I love like watching someone do Gauntlet, because it's just so cool. Speaking of uncoolness, MJ missed the strat to get to that missile. Man. I don't know what it's called. I would just say, oh, it's basically baby shampoo, but it's not. It kind of is, but it isn't.
The missiles are Skyway missiles, or
Yeah,
something
but
like
I
that.
don't know
Ocean
what
Skyway.
I don't know what the name of the strat is to get to the sky missiles. Like where
I'm
you
not
don't shine spark and you just kind of like jump up there like a gamer.
Yeah, not even sure that it has one, but that's a nice short charge from MrGuyAverage, and goes a little higher than he wanted to, but that's no problem. Makes it across bowling really quick.
Yeah. He did. He did it. You know, I've watched so much randomizer that I almost expected like the gravity suit at Eticune's E-Tank. Every single rando race I've watched this season, there's just been gravity at Eticune's E. I don't know why. Does this like happen to like anyone else where you just like see a suit so often it's like, oh, of course it's there. Sorry, so I kind of talked over you at the end there.
Oh, yeah, no worries. I don't run rando enough. Is what I was about to say. I don't run rando enough to even think about that. But it does seem like it's a little early for gravity. Although I guess new rando has the weird stuff with gravity not giving you damage reduction. So.
Well, also the Rando League has area rando, so I feel like it's just like, you know, it's different because of the portals are different, but like it's still the same item location. Rando rots the brain. Very true, Omnigazer. Very, very true.
Yeah, see, that's why if I do rando, I go with the most toxic rando possible and go with Desi rando because it's got all the soft locks, and I'll soft lock really early, and because I forgot, and then I'll just quit.
Great. I just play baby rando because I am a baby. I can't even do Alcatraz, so like I'm scared to play a randomizer that like requires Alcatraz. I've done it before, like for co-op, but yeah, I'm just terrible at it.
So MGA coming up here to grab the landing site power bombs, and gonna set up for his own attempt at Gauntlet Spark, and hopefully the Samus Export Master G-rated version, Teletubby Huggy, whichever you prefer. I think there's a couple others.
I can't think of the other ones.
And Gebbu is just cleaning up Brinstar before he makes his way over to Meridia.
Yeah.
Meridia, one of the toughest parts of the run. MGA opting not to go for the Back-O-Vatic Spark.
Yeah, so Meridia is like really difficult because there's so many like tricks you have to do. Like you have to do like full halfie, you kind of have to get the spike suit out of Dragon, you have the potential soft lock into Aqueduct with the like blue bomber thing. It's not called that, but you know what I mean. Like you do the blue suit.
I think Sestream was calling it. Yeah, I think Sestream was calling it the soft lock special the other day. So I'm gonna stick with that now because I don't think it had a name that I knew about before, anyways.
Yeah, there's also a like, when like there's like this cool new Chateau thing that we saw in Snick's Taz, where it's like you can use grapple strats to like clip through the blocks and make Chateau like go faster. And I think I did ask MGA about it, or it was like someone like that, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I tried it and I ended up losing time." Of course, it's just a Taz, but it's really cool. So people should watch it if they haven't already.
Yeah, that was a really interesting one I saw. That I think Snick's comparison with it, the task saved like 2.3 seconds or something, which is actually like way more than I would have expected. Gebbu with a really nice blockbuster. That is a sick mock ball. Takes quite a bit of lining up, so huge hype over there.
He did it, Pog. No, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like waiting for like Meridia now because you mentioned it, and I'm actually super hyped to see Meridia now. I haven't seen like 100% Meridia in so long, because what happens is I either come in like during Lower Norfair, or I come in at the start of the run and I like end up falling asleep or something, so I'm excited.
Yeah, really nice, very short charge that Gebbu did right there. 2 stutter 3 tap, so that's a tough one. That's like the very beginning of Meridia. You just get there, you just started this new segment, and that's the first thing you have to do. So like you said, there's just so much tech that you have to pull off in Meridia. It's kind of insane.
Yeah, because even in like any percent, like I know we kind of say, oh, low and off as hard, but like we never really talked about the difficulty of Meridia in terms of any percent. Like it's just so weird.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite segments in GT Classic.
Oh, of course, it's one of your favorite segments in GT Classic. No, I feel like GT Classic is really cool because you obviously get to microwave Dragon.
Definitely. I wish there were more categories where that was doable, but unfortunately it gets locked up behind the last boss that you could use it on in the intended order at any rate.
Yeah, unless you did some stupid glitches, it would... yeah. But at least we get to see it in Rendo a little bit. Like, not all the time in Rendo, but sometimes we get to see it.
Yeah, we're going
So-
for a short charge to kill that little bug down there with echoes and didn't quite make it.
Irredeemable time loss.
I really hope not. This match has been
just absolutely hacked up the race, SMH. Yeah, this
it
race has been...
sounds like he didn't kill the pancake up there. I wonder if he KO'd through it. I missed what happened.
Yeah, I like how you're just giving me like those audio clues. You know, like when you like watch a game show, and then I'm just here like, yeah, I'm vibing. Because like I said, I don't watch with audio, so I'm just like, go. I'm believing you. You could tell me that you hear like a cow mooing, then I'd be like, yeah, sounds right.
You're gonna miss all the laser doors.
Oh no, not the laser doors.
That's what I'm looking forward to. MGA missing that charge clip. I think Gebbu missed it as well. Not a huge time loss, but that is actually a really hard clip.
Yeah, it doesn't look hard though, does it, when you see people do it?
Nice drops from Botwoon.
Botwoon, as the hockey towner would say. Then see if MGA gets this. No, never mind.
More like boat swoon, am I right?
Yeah.
Very nice full halfie.
It's just so funny that like we have the trick and it's like the full halfie and we've got like the halfie and we've got like the quarter halfie. It's just so funny to me.
Quarter halfie is tragic.
It is very tragic.
There's also the haircut halfie.
Oh, it's the... Which one's that? Is that where you like barely like scrape it like by a pixel or something?
Yeah, so if you do the haircut halfy, then you can actually down back from the wall and not land on that right platform, but it is definitely not worth going for. Technically a little bit faster, but just so scary.
That is interesting. Someone in chat asking what the quarter half is. If I'm not mistaken, it's like literally bonking on the very first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
There's
Gebbu
another
picking
use
up
for that.
that. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say Gebbu picking up that space jump, which is the worst item in the game. Don't at me.
That's a weird way to pronounce spring ball.
No, frick you. Leave Spring Ball alone. Yeah, I'm glad Slotus27 is in chat right now. I think we should do /ban Dark Zoa from the Slotus stream, to be honest.
Everyone else I've comped with in this tournament so far has agreed with me on that, so
Well,
I'm gonna call that winning.
Well,
Thank you, Merrick. Thank you, Merrick.
No, Spring Ball is a great item, chat. I will not take Spring Ball slander.
The tricks are nice. I'll give it that. Can we at least agree that Shack Tool needs to die?
No! How dare you suggest that Shack Tool needs to die with me on comms? This is an absolute outrage. I'm going to protest this right now.
Gebbu getting through the softlock special very safely, so that's one of the scariest parts. Not really all that scary, but just one wrong input can just end the whole run, so glad to see you made it through there. And yes, I'm just changing the subject.
Yeah, well, we're about to see the best thing in the game, which is Shack Tool, and followed by the best item in the game, Spring Ball. I'm excited. We also get to see Ice Clip on Gebbu's side. I love Ice Clip to Shack Tool. I'm actually freakishly good at it. Not to toot my own horn, but for some reason I'm just like goated at it.
Very nice setup. Very quick getting through there.
Yeah, Gebbu is also goated at Ice Clip apparently.
Yeah, I think that's one of the fastest setups that I've seen for it. And MGA coming up on the old Botwoon.
Botwoon.
Everyone's favorite friendly water moccasin.
Surely that would be Shack Tool though. See, Gebbu didn't kill Shack Tool.
It's on the way. It's on the way back. We'll see. I have faith. You can do it, Gebbu.
Gebbu, if you're listening to this, do not do it. I will cry.
That looks like a really nice down grab from MrGuyAverage and a clean full halfy.
Yeah, he left Shack Tool alive. Let's go.
Everyone disappoints me with that one.
Maybe you need to change your views on Shack Tool, and then you will no longer be disappointed. He did not miss. He intentionally spared Shack Tool.
I'm gonna say you missed. Thanks for trying at least, Gebbu.
Chat, I know that the planet explodes at the end, but you know that little speck when you save the animals? Yeah, that includes Shack Tool. So Shack Tool is a friend.
MGA going for the standard X Factor on Dragon. Not doing any of the fancy flings. and a very nice 2 in blue. With a quick and clean conversion into a spike suit, so I always love to see that.
Yeah, we can kind of tell how far apart they are right now, because in regular any percent, I get space jump, and then like 2 minutes later, a bit less than 2 minutes later, I get plasma. Obviously Gebbu's also been to Shat Tool. So I would say maybe like, I don't know, it's hard to say, like 4 minutes-ish? And then I don't know how long Croc takes, though.
Yeah, I have no idea, really. I usually just hold off on making any guesses like that.
Oh, I see.
I mean, no shade. Go for it if you want to. I have no idea.
I think they are... They are 420 seconds apart right now. Clueless.
420.
Yeah.
Alright, good safe soft lock special from MGA. And Gebbu coming through to go the other way.
Yeah,
with a
didn't
nice
soft
blue
lock.
bomber. I actually found out recently that the bottom 2 speed blocks on the top side for some reason don't respawn. So you can't get stuck on that one. Not sure why they did that.
It's just in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very, very weird. Alright, we're about to see the regular way into Shet Tool, which is the grapple block.
Yep. Grapple and up and over the pants.
Yeah, I actually hate that top bit. If there's anything to hate about Shet Tool, it's that top bit where like those little bugs that are really annoying and they knock you back down.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, all the time.
Boss.
All the time.
Alright, MJ, don't do it. Please, people shy.
It'll be on the way back, if at all. I have faith in him, though. You can do it, MGA. Failing to manip the snail. I don't know if he was going for it or not. Gebbu going back to the warehouse to clock out.
Yeah. We seem to have left an item here, chat, so Gebbu's just making sure that he gets 100%, you know?
Yeah, no 99%ers here.
Don't... Oh, he's alive! Let's go. This is the best day of my life.
I am disappointed again.
This is your worst day of your life. Neither of them killed Chetul.
Nah, this is a great day. I get to watch this sick match. Have some fun co-coms with Eden 8.
Peepo Shy. Python Roaring Theory asks, are they doing the same route? I said your name because your name is amazing, and no, they are doing two separate routes or routes.
Yeah, you can tell that based on the fact that Gebbu already had ice coming through there, and MGA has grapple. So grapple is a signifier of early croc, and ice for late croc.
We're gonna see Croc have to loan off air, right? That's kind of soon.
Yep, and Gebbu chaining together those rooms really nicely. That's one of my favorite sections in Upper North Air.
Yeah, it's also painful if you miss it, though.
Yeah, it's the optimal route in any percent KPDR, but it's not that hard, but messing it up is kind of punishing. So
Alright, we are now in the Lower Norfolk area. Hopefully, Gebbu doesn't pull an Omnigazer from earlier, and hopefully he gets all the items in the same visit.
Or Omni. MGA had a very smooth Cack Alley just a moment ago, and is not far behind, getting just a few more items in Meridia, and then we're heading out to Lower Norfolk as well. Didn't quite get that echoes that he wanted, but a very nice quick short charge as a backup.
I'm gonna pretend to know what you're on about. I'm really bad with the technical aspects of this game. I'm just like, oh look, Samus is doing the thing. Isn't that cool, chat? Alright, now we have a really cool item, Screw Attack. Screw Attack's a very useful item that we don't get to see very often. Okay, I guess we do see it often because it's basically most categories apart from any percent. But it's a cool item, chat. People seem to forget its usefulness from time to time, but it's like actually really sick because you can use it on like these pirates here, but not the golden pirates like further down. I don't know why the developers chose to do that. But yeah.
Yeah, Screw Attack making our final movement item of this run. So everything from here on out is full tech, full loadout, just some ammo to pick up left, and some health.
Not to play devil's advocate, but is Screw Attack a movement item? Because it isn't really, is it?
I mean, it's a movement item just as much as Wave Beam is.
But you think Wave Beam's a movement item?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
What is this? What's
There's
this
so much tech. There's so much tech that relies on being able to shoot through walls.
No. By that logic, the plasma beam is also a movement item, and it is not.
I'm gonna call it a minor movement item.
No, it's either a movement item or it's not a movement item. They're two different things.
At any rate, it's the last thing that's not ammunition, health, or reserve.
It's you mean it's the last major item that isn't an E-tank?
Although actually, I'm wrong there too, because we have to get grapple and X-ray.
Yeah, you have to get X-ray. Okay, is X-ray a movement item because you can move through like the walls and stuff?
It is in TAS. Definitely isn't a TAS.
Oh yeah, chat. You need to see 100% TAS. If you have never seen a 100% TAS before, go watch one. It's so good. And I love like showing people, you know, like the broken graphics one as well. But like the fixed one graphics is okay as well. But yeah, it's just so funny.
Man, Gebbu's getting trolled by Ridley here a bit. Came in with lots of supers. I think he's missed one so far. But taking lots of hits. Ridley just not cooperating today.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see like runners like do supers on Ridley. Like I know it's more of a top runner thing to do it, but whenever I do it, people are like, Eden, you shouldn't be using your supers on Ridley. But then it's like it's literally easier for me, I think. Like I'm really bad at like doing the charge shots and also like pointing upwards and stuff at Ridley, so I literally would prefer to do supers. At least when he's pogoing, like when he's swooping, I prefer the charge shots.
Yeah, it really depends on what the category is and what kind of ammo you have. I really only see Ridley fights with just as many supers as Gebbu used. There's 2 charge shots and 27 supers. Really only see that in Hundo. Maybe in some rando runs, but I don't really watch those.
Yeah.
And if you're getting that much ammo in rando, that probably means you didn't get charge beam, so huge F.
Yeah, randomizer is such a weird one for like getting charge beam and stuff. It's like by the time you've gotten like 60 supers, it's like, oh, here's the charge beam. Smile. It's like, go away.
Charge is always worth it to grab.
I mean, yeah, in case you soft lock, but yeah, it's just annoying sometimes.
Gebbu setting up for Hodarubi special. Looks good. Will he make it through both sides? Just one.
You know, you were dissing Spring Ball earlier. Look at that. Look how useful it's been right now.
I didn't say it wasn't useful. I just said it's bad.
Well, you're bad.
I am.
Oh, okay.
I am bad. You can make fun of me for unmorphing with jump all you want.
I will. Did MGA? Yeah. For some reason, I thought MGA was like setting up for like a Shine Spark. I don't know why.
Very nice snipe on that gate coming down. And with that, Gebbu is now done with Lower Norfair. So all that's left for Gebbu is just to clean up a few more items, go visit Croc, and kill him. And then move on to Torian, which is my favorite segment of this and GT Classic.
You seem to be forgetting that after Crocodile, we have to do reverse slinky.
I really hope nobody does that. Don't even go for that. It saves less than a second. And it's so hard. It's
so
punishing
cool.
if you miss it.
It's so sick. Why wouldn't you go for reverse slinky?
I think Zenny's the only one that's insane enough to do it. It does look really cool. But it saves almost nothing.
Am I doing insane? I thought everyone did reverse slinky. Like, Slota's 27, obviously the best 100% runner out there. Reverse slinky main.
I did see a reverse slinky in the tournament. I'm pretty sure it was in the qualifier that I saw Zenny do it. So that was actually really hype.
I want to see both runners do reverse slinky. If they're listening to the restream, let's see it.
You heard Eden 8.
Oh, did
Bring
they?
it on. Probably not. I don't know.
Sick.
Maybe.
Those sick golden pirates. Jacko Leaf in chat. Did you see that golden pirates?
Yes, followed by the flower ball.
There's an inside joke between me and Jacko. I alternate, because I've got a better golden pirates time than he does. So I just like, I don't know. I crap talk him a little bit.
Now, the real way to do it is to group them and kill them with a microwave beam.
That would be cool, but it would be slow.
It's actually not. Just for that one room, if you're only counting the one room, it's the fastest way to do it.
I don't believe you. I'm
I
sure you're right, but I don't believe you.
I have the room time world record because of that strat. It is not optimal because of the next room. I forget. It's like a 619, I think? 616? I'd have to go look. I have it actually in a video, a clip that I have on my desktop.
Must be important if it's on your desktop.
There's a million things on my desktop.
Oh. Well then, can't be that important.
It's not. It's definitely on Gebbu.
Yeah, MGA has a 619 Metal Pirate, so I assume it's the other one that you said.
That is for GT Classic, by the way, because that's the only place that you would be able to microwave them.
Yeah. Yeah, because you wouldn't do early X-ray in any other category. I think I accidentally did early X-ray in Mappo before, but I was just being a bit stupid.
Yeah, we're starting to see at this point the runners, the gap that's opened up between them, because Gebbu has really only got to get to X-ray now. There's 2 missile packs to grab on the way, and then he's at the route convergence point. Whereas MrGuyAverage has quite a bit to catch up on.
Yeah, I mean, going into this race, I wasn't really expecting, Gebbu to like crank out a 115, like how I wasn't really expecting MGA to kind of just like beat his PB and get like a 113. So I think some like, it's kind of to be expected if like one person's like further ahead than the other when they like line up.
Yeah.
Because like it's
MGA would have had to have brought his A game, and at the same time get lucky, because Gebbu would have had to also bring his D game. So
yeah, I mean, we were saying at the start of the race how consistent Gebbu's been like this entire time, like because I don't think I've seen him get a 114. He might have done. I didn't see every qualifier that he did, but yeah, like a 113. Was it 2x or something average?
his qualifier average was 113.35. So yeah, that's only that's only 23 seconds off of his PB for his. It's only the best 2 average. It's not all of them average, but still, that is crazy consistent. And he does just play like that all the time. I think you're right. I don't think he has put down anything that wasn't a 113.
Yeah, like that's insane.
Oh no! Oh, and Gebbu, right at the last second. That's not the worst way to accidentally activate that spark. It could be a lot worse, but that is disappointing to make it all the way to that far and accidentally discharge like that.
More time loss. Good for MJ, terrible for Gebbu.
Yeah.
But yeah, there really isn't that much left for either runner.
No, Gebbu's coming up on probably one of the more challenging parts of this cleanup. Getting up to Blue Brinstar, Classic Brinstar, whichever you prefer. Because that area is the beginning of the game, it's designed to not need things like high jump and speed booster and all of that. It gets a little bit claustrophobic, so everything is really tight around you, and it can be hard to land the tech that they're going for. And Gebbu proving that he is not completely insane, not going for the reverse slinky.
Well, okay. Let's not say not going for the reverse slinky, okay? He had a minor hiccup entering the room, okay?
What is everybody pointing up to? Oh wow, we're still pointing up to Gebbu's crazy consistent.
What if I point down like that?
Don't do that.
I ruined it.
Well, you created an infinity.
Oh no. Eden broke the chain. Ah, look at this. No, don't make another one. No, not my watch. Look at this. I have a lot of arrows. Chat's mad at me.
So MGA making it now to the convergence point. That's really only about a minute off, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's not horrible.
So I'm curious to know what MGA's timer looks like. I know it just said he's behind, but by how much? I'm not paying enough attention to have told.
I mean, once Gebbu enters G4, we can have like a comparison. If we keep our eyes peeled and pay attention to the number on the timer, we'll be fine.
Oh no! Yapping Maw!
MJ suddenly deciding to do a Yapping Maw RTA run right at the last minute.
Please no.
Was it you who did all the RTAs, or am I thinking of someone else?
That is definitely not me.
Oh, I think there was someone who did it.
It could have been MGA. I mean, he has times in 45 categories.
Come on, MGA. So... No. Alright, reverse Slinky is dead, chat. This is so sad.
That's 1 for 1. They didn't kill Shack Tool, but they also didn't even go for the reverse Slinky.
Yeah. It's so unfortunate.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm talking about. All of these platforms are kind of claustrophobic and close together. For MGA. Makes it kind of difficult to move through this area really quickly, like he wants to.
Yeah. Done a few movement mistakes from MG, actually.
And that is our final missile pack for Gebbu.
Do you know why they call it 230 missiles?
Please don't.
Because they are 230.
There's one thing, one name in this game that I hate more than Dental Plan. I guess at least 230 is a pun.
What's the one you hate the most?
Oh, Precious Room.
Why?
Because it was a typo. Doesn't mean anything.
It's a typo? Huh?
Yes. It comes from ED, talking in, I forget whose chat, during someone's run, talking about the previous room and typoed Precious Room. It is not precious. Don't go there with me smelling.
Okay, that's kind of... It's not funny, but I love linguistical things that come about in that sort of way. Like how the words goodbye started off as God's be with you, BYE, and then over time it just devolved into goodbye. It's literally a miswriting.
Alright, so I wasn't paying enough attention to catch Gebbu's G4 entrance time, but he grabbed the elevator at 1:18:06.
Yeah, I was so caught up in linguistics that we forgot. Oh no, he messed up Metroid Room 1. No, it's over.
These are some of my favorite tricks. Alright, let's see if he can get his momentum back. That was a sick Metroid Room 2. And here's my favorite of the Metroid rooms.
Oh,
yeah!
Look at that gaming.
And that is a deceptively hard shot at the end, being able to freeze the Metroid, and then use the same shot that froze it to open that door. It's a
Yeah,
deceptively hard room to optimize.
I know Gebbu has an abundance of missiles, but seriously, only having one super? That is so stupid.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that is the price you pay for spamming all of those supers at Ridley. As you can see, MGA did not do that and has a lot more. That is
No!
really unfortunate.
Gebbu doing the baby skip. Oh,
And
that's a lot of
doesn't even have enough ammo to see flash. That is unfortunate.
No. Yeah, that's hard. Well, I mean, he could theoretically not refill because I'm assuming he has all 4 reserve tanks, so you could do it. Oh no, wait, you need 1 E-tank, don't? Yeah, you'd have to menu, wouldn't you?
So
Like,
Crystal
because
Flash?
no, because on Mother Brain with the Rainbow Beam, I think he needs like 1 E-tank at least, and then like the rest can be reserves. So he would have to like menu. I doubt he has more than 100 in reserve.
Yeah, I was
Chat.
gonna say, I seriously doubt he has very much at all. He would need to have at least 3. Well, yeah, he pretty much need to have at least 300 reserves.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't really get that much health drops throughout the run. That's kind of like crazy.
I missed MGA's exact time on that elevator grab, but I'm gonna say about 1:10:30. So, 2.5 minutes behind. We'll call that 2 if he can get a clean baby skip.
Oh no, chat's in the chain again. Yes, you're right. Stand-up glitch is a thing. I'm sorry.
And we got another
I wasn't
one.
thinking.
Sick backup on that room 4 from MGA. Accidentally shot a missile instead of a super on that first Metroid and managed to sneak in that super without having to go back. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of baby skip MGA opts for. Looks like that's going to be the classic one.
Yeah. Not going for the Stashio one. What the hell, MGA?
I'm kind of sad that I haven't seen a spring ball baby skip all this whole tournament, because there's so many of our high tier runners are very proficient at it. I know Behemoth said it just stopped working for him, so that's understandable. But Gebbu, I know for a fact, does that in his runs. So
yeah, I know Shinies and he does it a lot, but I haven't seen a lot of races in fairness, so I got no idea.
yeah, Lynx does it as well. Although I'm pretty sure he as well. The one match that I commentated at least did the Stashio skip.
Is Stashio faster than the Spring Ball one? I forget.
No, Spring Ball is still optimal. Stashio skip is officially the second fastest, though.
Okay.
Yeah. It is the fastest in pretty much any category where you don't have Space Jump and Spring Ball.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's also the only way to do it in low percent. Ice, I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong on that.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of jumps, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot more jank in the low percent version.
Is baby in moving? I'm glad I'm going off comms soon because I can't take this hostile environment any longer. I'm kidding, obviously.
Good clean Mother Brain 3 fight, the stand up fight for Gebbu, and that is pretty much it. I wish he would fire off 2 of those missiles, but you know that's a personal preference thing.
That's what.
Did it take you that long to figure it out?
No, that's what MGA did on the right. That's why I was laughing.
Oh, good.
Oh.
No, what happened?
Oh.
What? I didn't see what happened. Why did
none of us realize? What the heck? What happened?
I was not paying attention. I was looking at Gebbu's escape.
MGA,
F's.
why?
Can we get some F's in the chat for MGA? Sick escape from Gebbu, though, by the way.
Oh, I think he messed up the stand. No, what happened was he went to damage down and he kind of got like chained because he went for Mother Brain's head and then he got damage boost into like Mother Brain's legs. It's like really stupid on this replay, but
Oh,
like
man.
he essentially got like chain damaged.
That is unfortunate. At any rate, we have Gebbu finishing in first place with an official race time of 1:14:40. That is a sick time, and let's see if we can get either of our runners in for an interview.
If MGA doesn't come in here and he's just like raging, I would be like totally fine with that. Any game? Do they have a link actually?
They, in theory, should be sent a link once I click that done
Gebbu.
button.
Gebbu's here. It's fine.
Yeah, there he is. Gebbu, sick run. How you feeling about that one?
It kind of fell apart there in the late game, but it was a solid run up until like I don't know, I forget what happened already, but it was like a very spaghetti tutorial there.
Yeah, yeah. I saw you accidentally discharged that spike suit. Just right before Red Tower, so that was really unfortunate. But that could have accidentally gone off in some much worse places.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened there actually. I just unmarked on it and I blew it.
Dang.
I don't know. I have no idea how that happened.
That is unfortunate. We've got MGA in here as well. My condolences, MGA. Took a double rainbow.
Yeah, that was really weird. Like the D boost, I'm super used to it, but for some reason, like Samus just didn't stand up. Like she was just crouching there the whole time, and I was like, why? Like I was mashing the D-pad and she wouldn't just get up. It was weird. But yeah, it's fine. That run was like so bad. It was horrible. I was cringing the whole time. I really wanted to just forfeit.
Man.
We were kind of close at the end there because my Turin was like just so weird. It was just so spaghetti all the way through. But
gotcha, yeah.
Yeah, GG, man.
But yeah, GG, yeah. 114 is pretty good. I mean, I don't think I could have beaten that anyways, even if I had like my best run ever. So
yeah, that would have been a sick PB from you.
Yeah, really
to have beaten that, but both of you actually had some really sick movement in early game. There was a while there up until the route divergence that you guys were actually pretty close together. I think you were maybe 10 seconds at most at route divergence. So that was
that's pretty good.
Yeah, the early game was pretty good. Yeah. Like what started the whole like chain of events of me just like mauling so hard. Like I got flame lamed with the X Factor on Fantoon. And I realized it, and I tried to back it up with the Doppler, and I got so close, but I missed one missile. And then, well, at least I got a fast in the third round. But after that, I was like 40 seconds behind on PB. I'm like, okay, this is done. It's over. You know, it's hard to come back from that.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, and that'll get in your head. So I know all too well how that one goes. I did see that and was biting my nails, hoping you would correct for it, and I was just about to say that you did, and then we didn't get a flash. We got to disappear, so that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my run was very solid up until pretty much where I blew spikes it. I've been getting used to this new controller, so it's still like some stuff there to iron out. I think I'm just gonna blame it on the controller. Sue me.
I agree. I'd blame it on the controller too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you both have probably a decent bit of time to practice or grind or however you take a break if you think that would work. Whatever you want to do. It looks like Gebbu, your next match is going to be either Behemoth, Static Shock, or Real Cutie. Any thoughts about any of those opponents? Who do you think's going to come? What do you think the challenges will be?
I mean, the obvious would be Behemoth, right? He's yeah, Behemoth is like the main. Him and Senny, really, and Sost are like the main guys I'm afraid of mostly in this tourney. But you know, anything could happen. Maybe Behemoth gets a lucky race and dies somewhere or something. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. Behemoth is like the main guy I'm afraid of at this point in this bracket. So.
Yeah, Behemoth's already tied world record once during this tournament, and
Yeah.
well, Zenny did take it back really quickly. That was pretty impressive for it to happen. I think it was like right after the qualifiers were over.
Yeah, definitely. I was like, he improved, or he de-rusted super quickly, and that's such an insane time too. So it's like, before I thought I had a chance, before I thought it would be like 50-50. Now it's probably more like, I don't know, 70-30 in Behemoth's favor. But who knows?
I don't know. I wouldn't count you out yet.
No,
MGA.
I definitely have a chance, I think, but it's gonna take a lot of practice before that. But thankfully, I have some time because we're pretty ahead right now. So.
Yeah, yeah. The upper bracket head on this tournament has been moving along pretty quickly, but the lower bracket has quite a bit to catch up. MGA going to I think it's round 4 of the lower bracket, and the lower bracket is so far off that we have really no way to forecast who your next opponent will be. So, you planning to do some grinding or take a break? What's the plan?
Yeah, I think I have like probably maybe 2 weeks until I get my new match. So I'm hoping to get a 114 by the time I, race someone. So I should have enough time to like grind until then. So we'll see.
That would be sick. I have seen you put down some sick times. So I think you probably are due for a PB here soon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm running super close to my PB, and I've had like a couple of paces that are like super low 115, so I think a 114 isn't too far off.
Awesome. Looking forward to seeing that. So yeah, any final thoughts before we close this up?
Thank you guys for commentating.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everyone. It's only gonna get harder and harder from here on out for me, so yeah, I'm gonna try my best.
Yeah, GG Geb, congrats on the win, and good
GG.
luck. Yeah, it's only gonna get harder, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of great races still
Totally.
remaining in this tournament. So.
Oh yeah. Should be all some really sick matchups coming up. So looking forward to all of that. Eden, any final thoughts?
Yeah, just GG's to the runners. Good luck in your next races. Yeah, it was really fun to commentate this one. I haven't done 100% commentary this tournament yet, so yeah, this was nice to do. But yeah, I think that is it from everyone. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you follow the runners. They're cool. Make sure you follow Dark Zoa. He's cool. You can follow me if you want. I kind of fell off streaming, but I do it sometimes.
I don't either. Don't follow me.
Follow him. But yeah, the next race is in 3 hours, I guess 2.5 hours from now on Speedgaming 4 between Hats and Hemza. So yeah, make sure you check that out. And yeah, we'll see you all later. Goodbye, everyone.
So you guys.
See you next mission.